Susan and I watched in shocked silence Friday night as the tragic events in Paris, France played out on our television screen. The unimaginable horror of those victims, 1 minute sitting peaceably in a cafe or walking to a soccer match or enjoying a concert, and the next hearing gunshots and bomb blasts, watching people fall and lie in spreading pools of blood. The inconceivable acts of desperate and demented people, the utter nakedness of evil. There simply weren't words to express the range of emotions from revulsion to fear to sorrow. Even today, the images won't go away of people lying dead in the streets of Paris and police swarming outside the concert hall, ready to rush in and save those still living. Today, our hearts are heavy as we think of the taking of so many lives. Today, we can only stand in silent solidarity with the people of Paris and mourn with those who lost loved ones and friends in the senseless slaughter. The perpetrators of this atrocity hoped that we would be afraid. They imagined that everywhere we go from this day on, we go fearfully, convinced that if it could happen there, it could happen here. They will have succeeded if we give up the freedoms and rights of democracy in return for security. We did that, too much of that, following the attacks on the Twin Towers, Pentagon, and in the fields of Pennsylvania. We must not do it again. We are freedom-loving people, and we live in a land where freedom from oppression is our norm. President Franklin Roosevelt said, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance." The context then was global war. The context now is global terror. We must not cheaply exchange our freedoms for security, for such security would be fleeting and unsatisfying. Neither must we turn this event into a witch hunt that would sweep innocent people up in its nets. If we use this terror to turn xenophobic, to repel freedom-seeking people at our borders, or to look unkindly at those whose faith is other than ours, then the terrorists will have succeeded, and the end of the American soul cannot be far away. I, for one, refuse to be afraid. I refuse to hate. I refuse to respond to violence with suspicion of my neighbor. And today I call on you, the citizens of this great city, to do the same.